properties. Okay. Now that I have, ooh, that looks really bad. Hopefully I'm not too loud there. Um, I think because I have the microphone a little bit closer now. Um, yeah. So what I was saying is I'm gonna be switching my stream times to a little bit earlier during the week, um, and then also on the weekends I'm gonna be streaming a bit more if when it permits. You know, the weekends are unfortunately uncertain for me sometimes, and so I want to be sure that that I'm here and try to stick to a schedule. So I just want to be able to. I think I can. I just wanted to test my audio. Uh, no, pero lo que estaba diciendo es que voy a continuar tratando de hacer español e inglés y estoy cambiando mi horario. Va a ser un poquito más temprano. Entonces ahora van a cambiar los tiempos que yo voy a estar en vivo haciendo esto. So, nada más quería poner eso. Quería nada más poner eso enfrente para que sepan que voy a estar siendo más bueno con el horario. I'm going to be a little bit better with the times that I'm on stream. Because I want to have like a routine going. So on the weekends, it will be hit and miss, unfortunately, but during the week, I will definitely work every day at that same time. Durante la semana va a ser un poquito diferente, pero los fines de semana, durante la semana va a ser igual al mismo tiempo todos los días. Y el fin de semana puede haber días que puedo y hay veces que no, porque a veces tengo viajes. Sometimes I travel on the weekends, so I wouldn't be able to stream. But that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Vamos a continuar. Let's continue on what we were working on before. So yeah, let's get started. The last time I was kind of having AI give me some ideas. Tenía un chat con inteligencia artificial para tratar de obtener ideas de cómo continuar haciendo esta aplicación, y vamos a implementar. We're going to implement a lot of some of the suggestions. Son algunas de las sugerencias que me dio, las vamos a implementar aquí. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's go to the Webpart store. Vamos a ir a la tienda de la aplicación y vamos a agregar lo que está sugiriendo. Tenemos error, hide error, layout selection, configuration object. Quiere que pongamos esto como el configuration object original, así que vamos a quitar undefined y aquí abajo vamos a poner el objeto. We're going to put the object. Así. No entiendo por qué puso esto. Lo vamos a quitar. We're going to take that off. I don't believe we need that. No necesitamos eso. Sí, así que lo vamos a poner así. Y set parent ID se queda igual. Set error, toggle error, set layout selection. Ok, esto lo vamos a agregar. This is the... Ok, vamos a agregarlo a la acción set configuration object. Vamos a agregar al tipo. We're going to add it to the type. Ya lo tengo. I already had that. So now we have to add this configuration object. Vamos a agregar este objeto. Esta función. Let's add this function. Right here. And then, que no tengo mucho con que trabajar. Okay. Topic actions. Vamos a agregar estas secciones. Y vamos a traer los tipos. Let's bring in the types. Question actions. Las secciones para las preguntas. Agregamos estas. Okay. ¿Y qué tenemos aquí? ¿Qué más está sugiriendo aquí? Serialize for save, no. Load from config, no. Validate configuration, no. Validate configuration, that may actually, depends on what the implementation is, that might be good. Vamos a ver si es la implementación que sugiere para la validación. Validate configuration. Okay, let's see what that does. I don't think no creo que voy a utilizar esa parte por el momento. Tal vez lo agregue. Supongo que se puede agregar debido a que no es... si no lo utilizamos lo podemos borrar después. Let's go ahead and add that, the additional suggestions. Even though if push comes to shove, if we don't use it, we just take it off. We just remove it later. It wouldn't change anything. It wouldn't harm anything. No va a cambiar nada si lo agregamos y luego lo quitamos. There's nothing going to change if we add it, and then if we remove it later, it'll still work fine. Let me check something. Okay. I added noise gate just in case there's a lot of noise in the background. Hopefully you don't hear it. So hopefully my noise gate will work. All right. So let me just make sure that I can still be heard. I just want to check. Hello? I just want to check my audio. For some reason I can't hear it on my phone. Or maybe you guys can't hear me? Let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought my audio was bad. It does sound a little bit loud though. Let me adjust it there. Hopefully that's better. Ojalá que eso sea mejor con el audio. Let me just run a quick test. Back to Twitch. I just want to check my audio. Okay. I think that's better. All right, go back to the code. Agregamos todo lo que sugería. We added everything that is suggested. The only thing that we didn't add was the warnings. So the warning, you can add it here. There's selection, hide error, everything else is there. What is the configuration warning array? Is that an array? What does the warning look like? It looks like it's an object with a type, the ID, and the message. All right, so let's go create that type. Vamos a crear ese tipo. So, abrir app props. Y vamos a crear el tipo export type config warning. It was called config warning, right? Let's close this. There's the Webpart store config warning. Sí, se llama config. Nomás quiero asegurar que se llama así el objeto. Y tiene type. Este va a ser un type would be question or topic. ID would be number and message would be a string. We're just building this. Estamos creando este tipo. So now we can bring that in. Ahora lo podemos importar. De acuerdo. Entonces tenemos que tener la información. Vamos a agarrar las funciones. Tenemos el función toggle error message, set layout selection. Is that correct? The set layout selection layout. Let's fix that. Set layout selection. Let's add all. Le vamos a agregar todas estas acciones. Tenemos que agregar todas estas acciones. Vamos a agregar todo desde aquí. Let's add all these actions all the way to the set layout selection. So this work like that. That is not liking it. Why? Porque no está dando errores. Validate. Oh, porque se me olvidaron una de las. Validate configuration. Load from config. Serialize for save. Reorder questions. No, sí tengo todo. Add topic. Tal vez no tengo add. No lo tengo aquí por eso. There's some that are missing. Yep, there's some that are missing on here. ¿Qué nos falta? Vanity error, hide error message, layout selection, configuration object. Nos falta warnings. Ese es el problema. Ese era el problema que teníamos. That's the problem we had. Get state equals get serialize for save. Where does get coming from? Serialize for save. I don't even know that we don't use any. What is this dealing with? This is dealing with CT is not. Where is the get function? ¿Dónde está agarrando la función get? In the Webpart store, where are you getting get function from? I'm just trying to understand what it means by get, because there's no definition for get anywhere. Pattern summary. What is it saying? Get is the second parameter of the sustain create function. Create function? Oh, okay. So create has a get function. I think it's I think this thing thinks that I'm using this thing thinks that I'm using the it's saying that this should be this way. Okay, actually that actually fixed it. I didn't know that it had that. You learned something new. Yo no sabía que tenía una función para obtener el estado. I didn't know that you had a get function within Zustand. You can actually get the state. That's interesting. Es muy interesante que tiene eso. Ahora aquí lo que estoy pensando que está utilizando son tópicos. So let's say FAQ topic. And what is this saying now? Dot ID. And I believe questions is title. Let's read through this because I don't understand what it's doing. No entiendo tal vez lo que está haciendo. Tópicos, config topics, map. So it's mapping through the topic. So this should be an FAQ. Eso debe ser un FAQ topic. Que ahora echa errores aquí. Dice topic map. Que viene siendo este tipo. Que viene siendo FAQ topic. Entonces tiene que tener un identificador. Return topic questions. Ahora las preguntas. CT dot map. Oh, porque oh, I know. Okay, I get it now. It's doing the configuration object. So the configuration object has FAQ. So this is the type is FAQ topic with questions. This is el tipo. Por eso me está dando errores. That's why I'm getting an error. I didn't understand what it was doing at first, but now I get it. ID. And this is questions. QID. Number. QID. What's QID coming from? Because it's going through the questions. So this is the question ID. Oh, because it's potentially undefined. Puede ser que están que no tenga preguntas. There could be a scenario. There could be a scenario, right, where you have a topic, but you don't have the questions that are associated with the topic. So what this is basically saying is you cannot map through something that potentially doesn't exist. Lo que estás tratando de decir es que es probable que no tengas preguntas, que tengas un tópico sin preguntas y ahora estás tratando de darle, de hacer iteraciones en en una lista que tal vez no existe. Y es por eso que nos está dando un error. Entonces, si existen las preguntas, pero ahora me da otro error. ¿Y qué es el error? So this would be optional. Wait. How can I fix it to where? Because I'm basically saying PQ item is not assignable to type number. QID number, FAQ item and design is not assignable to parameter type. Let's see what AI does about this one. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I had forgotten one thing. Se me había olvidado una cosa. Lo que se me olvidó es que what I had forgotten was that we have two configurations to set up. And if you recall our pattern, si ves nuestra manera de obtener la información, there's two different objects. Tenemos dos objetos. One while we're in the configuration, uno mientras estamos en la configuración, and one when we're actually seeing the application. So what's happening is it's telling me you're making a mistake. This is what's really good about TypeScript, is that it lets you know when you're making a mistake. So the way we're storing it for consumption when the application loads is we're just storing the IDs like this, like you see that I highlighted. We're just storing the IDs. Why are we doing that? The reason we're doing that is because if when it loads, if the questions and answers have changed in the backend, we want to retrieve the questions and answers. Entonces, lo que estamos haciendo ahorita es en este objeto nada más estamos guardando los identificadores de las preguntas y las respuestas. Es todo lo que estamos guardando. Entonces, cuando abrimos la aplicación sabe, tienes que ir y retroceder del servidor, obtener las preguntas y las respuestas. Por eso en la configuración nada más estamos guardando los identificadores. Más sin embargo, en la configuración estamos guardando el objeto en completo. ¿Por qué? Porque queremos tener el poder de que el usuario pueda ver las preguntas y las respuestas en ese momento como están. Ya cuando ya estén en producción y el usuario abre la página con las preguntas, va a ver la pregunta y las respuestas actualizadas. So that's the difference. The difference is that when we're in configuration, we're storing the entire object to include the question and the answer along with the ID, because we're in configuration, right? Like they're literally seeing the questions right this moment, and you want to give them the option to be able to preview this information. And so the configuration is only storing the IDs because ultimately we want only the IDs because we want to fetch the questions and the answers when the application is running. However, when configuration is occurring, we want to be able to store the object in its entirety. So the error that we got from TypeScript, which was a good thing, was that it's saying, wait a minute, you're treating this as if it's only a question, as a question when it should be just an ID, because we're storing the information in that fashion. So if you look at FAQ questions, it's saying that it returns an FAQ item array, but the original way that this was written, it was written for only, the way I was trying to translate it, it would be for only the IDs, which is incorrect. So the questions would be FAQ item. So here we can put FAQ item. so that way it knows that's what we're using. That's what and it prevents us from having an error, right? Because this would have been a bug. Esto hubiera sido un problema si no lo hubiéramos visto en este escenario. In this scenario, we wouldn't have seen it. We would have gotten an error at runtime whenever our application is running. Cuando la aplicación estuviera corriendo, nos hubiera dado un error. Nos hubiera dado un error que, ¿de qué estás hablando? ¿Por qué me estás diciendo que es una pregunta con la pregunta y la respuesta, cuando la realidad es que estás guardando nada más los identificadores? Y es por eso que nos estaba dando un error. All right. So let's continue. Vamos a continuar para arreglar los errores que tenemos para ya no tener esos errores. We have several errors actually. If we try to build this, we're going to have several errors. So you can see here, this is giving us an error. Y esto nos va a dar errores porque cambiamos la arquitectura. We changed the architecture. So this is getting selected topics array from the Webpart store, and those don't exist anymore. So we can get rid of these. And wherever they were used pretty much everywhere. Están usados básicamente en todos los lugares. Entonces aquí tenemos que tener tenemos que cambiar, como cambiamos la arquitectura, since we changed the architecture of the Webpart store, we now have to go and change the way the call is made to check if something is in the array. So the Webpart store is going to have go to the Webpart store, and it's going to, so in the topic selector, we're obviously selecting topics. So we're looking at the configuration object. So we go up here, vamos aquí arriba para ver cómo está. So tenemos este configuration object. Entonces tenemos que importar el configuration object. Y podemos poner aquí configuration object dot topics. Porque ahora vamos a cambiar la manera que está la arquitectura. We're changing the architecture. So everywhere that you see the topics array, we're going to change that. Estos dos, these two. Not the setter, el que lo está agregando no lo vamos a cambiar. Nomás vamos a cambiar donde está obteniendo la información de los tópicos. So this one gets changed. Why is it not copying the whole thing? No entiendo por qué no está copiando todo. There we go. We can get rid of this topic. And the same thing here. Lo mismo aquí. Y lo mismo aquí. The same thing here. Este vamos a cambiar. This is where we change things. Because now, what is the Webpart store expecting to have? The web store, when you set a topic, add a topic. So now we're going to change it. We don't, actually this changes a lot of things. Esto cambia muchas cosas. Porque ahora, como tenemos una función para nada más ganar el tópico, no tenemos que construir la lista. We don't have to create the array para agregar el tópico. Ahora tenemos una función dedicada para agregar el tópico. Now we have a dedicated function to add the topic. So now we can add topics this way. So toggle selected topic. If it is in the array, then we're adding the topic. So we can actually get rid of this. And we can say add topic. Podemos agregar el tópico. Vamos a ponerlo aquí. Add topic. Y ahora que tenemos el tópico, we can add the topic. This is a lot better. Esto está más limpio. This is cleaner. And this is the way that we want to build things. Esta es la manera que queremos construir las cosas. Es hacerlo más limpio. That we have easier to understand. Es mucho más fácil entender lo que estamos haciendo. If the topic is in the array, then we're removing it. Entonces aquí vamos a cambiar este llamado, this call, esta función, to remove the topic, quitar el tópico. So we have remove topic, and then we have remove the topic. Is it by ID? ¿Es por identificador? Sí, es por ID. Entonces vamos a quitar el tópico. We're going to remove the topic from there. Handle delete. This is completely gonna nuke it, like remove it completely. If topic is selected, then we're going to remove it. Okay. Aquí, lo que está pasando aquí es que cuando borramos un tópico, when we delete a topic, obviously we're going to have to remove the topic if it was selected, if it was in the selected array, because it doesn't exist anymore. Ya no existe, así que lo vamos a tener que quitar. Entonces aquí en esta área, we just allow the deletion to happen. Permitimos que el tópico fuera quitar, lo borres, se borra. Por ejemplo, aquí estamos borrándolo. Here's where the delete functionality happens. Aquí es donde lo borramos. So these three lines, estas tres líneas del 51 al 54, 51 to 54, is deleting the item. That's actually the actual deletion from the server. Ahí lo estamos borrando del servidor. ¿Ok? Y ahora esta pregunta, esta condicional, está preguntando, ¿este es un tópico que está seleccionado? Is this a topic that is currently in the selected array? Is it one that's been selected? And if it is, we need to remove it from there. Necesitamos quitar de ahí. Entonces, lo que tenemos que hacer aquí es utilizar el toggle selected topic. Nada más. No tenemos que, podemos quitar todo esto. You see how much cleaner these functions are now? ¿Ves qué tan más limpio están estas funciones? This is me, I love this. Esto está muy bien. Entonces, eso es lo que ahora el borrar hace. Ahora, para modificar, now to modify, that one stays the same. So, set current, ¿qué hace esto? Set current topic. Set current topic es una función que viene del set current topic viene de dónde? Topic selector. Vamos a ver dónde está topic selector. Topic selector viene de topics. Vamos a abrir topics. Let's open up topics para ver qué está sucediendo con la función. We're going to find out what's going on with this function here, where it's saying set current. Oh, okay. I understand what's going on with that now. Esto lo dejamos the way it is. Esto lo dejamos. This we leave the way it is. What this is saying is we have a reusable form. Tenemos una forma que se utiliza múltiples veces. It's used multiple times. It's used for edit, okay? It's used for creating and for updating. So, tenemos tres escenarios que la forma se está utilizando para crear, editar, para crear y editar. So we have that form for actually two functions, to create and update. And so what we're doing is we have a variable, tenemos una variable que le estamos diciendo si es nuevo, tienes un objeto para esa forma en blanco. En otras palabras, cuando tú vas al doctor, te dan una forma para llenar. Esa forma está sin nada, no les escribido nada. So when you go to the doctor, they give you a form and it's empty, right? You haven't written any of your details down, like why are you there to visit, what your name, your personal information, your health insurance, lo seguro, todo eso tienes que ponerle en la información, tu nombre, todo eso, por qué estás ahí visitando al doctor, todo eso tiene que escribir a la forma. Entonces nosotros tenemos la misma situación. We have the same situation here. We have a form, tenemos una forma en esta situación. Y la forma está en blanco. Y si está en blanco, quiere decir que es una nueva pregunta o un nuevo tópico. So if it's blank, that's just basically telling the system this is a new topic you're adding or a new question. So it becomes a reusable form. Se crea en una forma que se puede reusar. Es como una forma que tienes que le puedes borrar y poder utilizarlo otra vez. It's like a dry erase board form that you can just erase and reuse it again. So what we do by doing that is by setting the topic is we're saying this is what the form should have. The topic can be undefined because if you look at the topics, oops, I'm clicking on my OBS. So if we look at the topics, si vemos el tópico puede ser indefinido, like it can be undefined, no tiene definición. El topic, aquí, current topic. Puede ser un FAQ topic, que viene siendo la pregunta, digo, el tópico, o puede ser sin definición, like it could be undefined. So, because if we set it to undefined, that means it's going to be a blank or an empty form. Si está indefinido o si tiene información, entonces la forma va a tener la información, va a tener el título y el identificador. Pero si no es una forma nueva, va a ser sin definición. It's going to be undefined. So let's go back to where we were. Entonces, when you edit something, you're setting the current topic to the topic so that the form can have the values of the item that you're trying to edit. Cuando vas a modificar, la única razón por que estamos haciendo el tópico que estamos en este momento utilizando, le estamos pasando ese tópico a ese estado, es porque queremos que los datos de ese tópico se encuentren en la función. All right. Now let's handle the move up and handle move down. This is also changed. This también cambió. The move topic up and down is going to be reordered topics. What does reordered topics do? Okay, so this one does expect the entire array. Esto sí espera la lista en completo. So this is going to get this is going to need the entire array. Esto va a necesitar toda la lista. Entonces, este sí está correcto. El selected topics array va a cambiar a lo que hicimos anteriormente, which is configuration object topics. E igual este. Y aquí lo que va a cambiar es que ahora vamos a utilizar en vez de tener este set selected topic array, vamos a utilizar el reorder topics de la tienda, de la Webpart Store. Entonces aquí vamos a poner reorder topics y ahora lo vamos a utilizar aquí. Perfecto. So that fixes that error. Vamos a poquito a poquito vamos a ir cambiando, quitando todos los errores, acoplándonos a la nueva arquitectura. We're little by little gonna target each error and adjust ourselves to the new architecture. So move down is gonna be the same thing. Va a ser lo mismo para moverla para arriba o para abajo. Entonces este va a utilizar esto. Y esto va a ser aquí así. Lo mismo. Creo que aquí les dejé la pregunta. Esto sí tiene que tener esto porque this does have to have that because there's a potential that there might, I mean, just for the purposes of TypeScript, I don't even think we need this line anymore. No, we do need that line, but we don't need to have this question mark. No necesitamos tener esto. Tampoco esto. Vamos a quitar este. Y ahora utilizar el reorder topics. Ahora vamos a ver los errores acá. Aquí vamos a poner. Oh, no. Vamos a poner esto. Así. Y así. Perfecto. So we got all of our errors out of the way. Moving on to the next one. Vamos a movernos a la otra opción que tenemos de errores. Update select with the edited topic in the params. Vamos a ver qué está sucediendo aquí. Aquí estamos agregando un tópico. No. So esta es la función para someter el tópico. This is the submit topic form function. Esta es la función que hace eso. Entonces aquí estamos decidiendo si estamos agregando un tópico, if we're adding a topic, or are we getting rid of or modifying a topic, o modificando el tópico. Es lo que está sucediendo aquí. Entonces aquí estamos diciendo que si el tópico está seleccionado, necesitamos, I don't know if this, no sé si esto será necesario o no. Básicamente lo que está sucediendo es que estamos diciendo que estamos cambiando el tópico, pero en la tienda no tenemos. Do we have an edit topic in the store? We do not have an edit topic. No tenemos una para modificar el tópico. Pero tenemos una para quitar el tópico y poder agregar el tópico. I guess the question is, how do we want to handle it? ¿Cómo queremos? I wonder if I can put it in here. Creo que sí se podría poner aquí. Poner un edit topic. Y debajo de add topic, de aquí debajo de add topic, we can edit topic. And we just find the item and replace it. So what this is gonna do, GitHub Copilot help me obviously. Vas a pasar el tópico y va a tomar el estado del objeto de configuración y va a it's gonna iterate, va a darle, va a pasar por cada tópico y va a encontrar el tópico que estamos modificando. Y si el tópico que estamos modificando es el que quieres cambiar, entonces le vas a cambiar el tópico. Si no es el tópico que queremos cambiar, nada más va a regresar el tópico en cuestión. Pero lo que puedes hacer con esto ahora, what you can do now, is we can use the edit topic function from the store. Podemos usar la función edit topic de la tienda. Aquí. Vamos a agregarlo aquí. And we can just say edit topic. Pero no lo voy a, I'm not going to erase this, I'm going to comment it out. Voy a comentarlo porque pienso yo, no estoy entendiendo por qué. I'm going to comment it out because I'm not understanding. I'm trying to understand why I did toggle topic is selected. Because that would essentially remove it from the selected topics. And the question is, do we want to do that? ¿Queremos hacer eso o no? Y no entiendo por qué puse esto aquí. Tal vez era necesario, no sé. Maybe it was necessary, I don't know. But I have to find out. So I'm going to leave it commented so I can know why that is. It's not that there's another issue here. So we did topics, topic selector. There's going to be other errors. It's probably all going to be here under. Also, this one doesn't have any errors. This one doesn't have any errors. Where are our errors? ¿Dónde están nuestros errores? We can close this chat. Let's go see where our errors are at. Question answer. Okay. Which is understandable that the question answer is going to have issues. Esto va a tener problemas también. Vamos a ver qué tenemos de errores. Selected topics array no existe. This doesn't exist anymore. So that's our first error. Ok, entonces vamos a ir aquí y vamos a tener que traer el topics aquí. Ups, así. Y acá abajo le vamos a poner así, aquí y así. Ahora se borra todos sus errores. ¿Qué otros errores tenemos? Porque tenemos varios. Vamos a limpiar primero el terminal. We're gonna figure out the terminal. Try to build it again. Vamos a tratar de construirlo de nuevo para ver cómo están nuestros errores. To see our errors. We have a lot of errors. Tenemos varios errores. Esto ya no existe. Nomás tenemos configuration. Tenemos el objeto de configuración. Lo mismo aquí. Lo mismo aquí y lo mismo aquí. Y lo mismo allí. Perfecto. ¿Tenemos algún otro error? Vamos a ver si we have another error. Yep, tenemos aún más errores. Vamos a ver, no tenemos lo mismo aquí. Big object. Hmm. Ok. Vamos a cambiar esto por mientras. Vamos a quitar esto de aquí. Y vamos a ver dónde está el error. Este mero. Set selected topics array. Oh, it's a setter. Set selected topics array. Queremos tomar los tópicos que están seleccionados. So for that, let's go to the web. What was the Webpart store for that now? We have a setter set. Do we have a setter for the entire object of? Let's look at our Webpart store. At the end. We have an add topic. Tenemos uno para agregarlo, pero no tenemos uno para like add in bulk, because this is actually essentially saying we can add them. I know that we had a setter that requested us to get an array. Perhaps we can use that. Tenemos uno que quería toda la lista. Tal vez, no, este era el que tenía toda la lista. No. ¿Cuál era el que tenía toda la lista de tópicos? Eso, estos eran. Tal vez podemos utilizar esto. Reorder topics. Vamos a utilizar este. But I think it does the same thing. Oh, we can't do that. We have to change things now. We have to change it because now, in order to make this work, we need to make it be like this type. Let me show you what that type looks like. Tenemos que ahora hacer las preguntas que son... Ahora tienen que Los tópicos tienen que ser FAQ topic with questions. Entonces es FAQ topic, que viene siendo esto, y luego una lista de las preguntas. Entonces necesitamos, vamos a ir a ver los hooks, cómo los tenemos establecidos. Let's go look at the hooks and see how these are established. Use FAQ items. FAQ items by parent ID. FAQ items by parent ID. So use FAQ topics by ID. What is this? Vamos a ver cómo le hicimos aquí. Use FAQ. IDs. Vamos a ir a ver la definición. Oh, so this is doing a promise all. Okay, that's good. Use FAQ topics by IDs. So we have to essentially build the object. Tenemos que construir el objeto. So here in this FAQ web part, we got the FAQ topics. Configuration object. We need to be able to construct the object the way that it wants it. And in order to do that, para poder hacer esto, we have to get the topics and then embed the questions inside of each topic. Tenemos que in the configuration object, the topics is FAQ topic with. So we have FAQ topic with questions, which is FAQ topic. Let's get our IDs. Const topic IDs. So this is going to return the topic IDs. Wait, what is this doing? Configuration dot. Oh, that's why. It's just topics. Oh, can we just do that? No, we can't. We're going to just do topic IDs. And this is going to be an array of numbers. Number array. Topics, like that. So for each, so what this is going to do, lo que va a hacer esto, es que va a obtener todos los identificadores. Pero esto es this is a problem. This is a problem. Because if you remember, we're not storing in the configuration object. We have two configuration objects. We have a configuration object with, where's our app props? Over here. We have a configuration object yeah, this is not the way we want to do things. We have a configuration object for And then we have we have a, let's call it configured object. Export type configured object. And in that one, we'll have the layout, which is a string. And then we'll have an array of topics, which is just going to have the ID. And then embedded within that, we're going to have a questions IDs, which is going to be a number array. So let's look and see what that object looks like. Yeah, and so this configured object, este objeto que ya está configurado, this is what this should be using. Okay. I mean, it's still going to be the same thing, but it's not going to have the entire question like this FAQ topic with questions does. And it's only going to have the ID. Okay. And now that we have our FAQ topic IDs, now we have to get our questions by each topic ID. And embed that. Get questions by for each topic and embed them within the topic. So const, let's create a, I think we should do like a for loop. Const topic. Wait, what's topic config? Config object. No, we don't need to do that. We already have the topic IDs. So we just need to do this. And then in here, I think this can be made into an async. Can't it? No, wait. Topic equals. We have the ID, so we can use get questions for each topic. I don't think I can do this, but let's find out. Equals use questions. What's it called? What's our hook called? Use FAQ items by parent ID. And let's change this to topic ID. And then here, what does this return? FAQ items by parent ID. And let's look and see if we can use the error. If no error, then we find the FAQ topic. Let's save app props and bring it over here. All right, let's go here. What did GitHub Copilot do? I don't think that this is right. No creo que esto está correcto. 。 I think that the best thing would be to have a dedicated hook that does this for us. And I think we can do that is in the use FAQ topics by IDs, this one. Because this one can then go through the IDs that are passed concurrently, get all the questions, and embed them together. Because I believe, yeah, let's get rid of this. And let's go look at the hook. Vamos a ir a cambiar el hook este. Use FAQ topics by ID. This one right here. And we should be able to return as well FAQ topics by IDs with questions. And this is going to return a type FAQ topic with questions. Why does it look like that? It looks weird. This is a bit raro. Let me copy this. Vamos a borrar lo que escribí. Huh, that looks weird. Let's restart the TypeScript server. Es que se ve raro, like it looks weird that it has this right here, like this. Anyhow, let's just bring that back. Vamos a agregarlo nuevamente. Ok, ya que está agregado, necesitamos es crear el nuevo objeto. We have to create the new object. No, I don't think I want to do this. No creo que voy a hacer esto. I think what we need to do is create a new hook that combines them. Vamos a crear un nuevo hook that combines them. We're gonna use FAQ topics by IDs. Use FAQ topics with questions by IDs. And let me see if that can help us with this one. Create a hook that uses use FAQ items by parent IDs and also use FAQ items by parent ID to retrieve I'm going to put this in agent mode. To retrieve the topics with questions and answers to read the type. Let's put this here, put this here, put this here, And then we need our app props. Put this here, and then we want to get it back FAQ topic with questions. Do we put it in plan? Let's put it in plan. Would this be... Yeah, I think this is going to be the best approach because it's going to make it reusable. Esto lo va a ser reusable. Like, you always want to, in your development, you always want to build things that are going to be reusable. Siempre quieres utilizar cosas que pueden ser usadas muchas veces, los puedes utilizar. Give me your thoughts on this. I think this is the best approach because we can make it reusable to normalize the data.
Give it to me.
Hey, you, come here.
She's in trouble. She took my daughter's socks. Did she have it with her?
Oh,
She dropped it off.
this is the culprit that's been misbehaving. So, see. He likes to come in when I'm coding and get attention. See her? This is Lady. Oh my goodness, Lady. You're getting heavier. Hey, hi. She's like, take me out of there. Hey, don't mess with my headphone. All right. So, let's get back to the code. So, it's empty because that is what I was thinking of writing the hook. Empty because that's what I was thinking about writing the hook. So, if we have n topics, you'll make n plus 1 calls, 1 for the topics, n for the questions per topic. Need to handle when some of the data is loading, but not all. SWR, which is actually good for reusability. Looking at your code base, so you already have if you don't have many topics, 10 to 20, avoid too many parallel requests. You value reusability and individual questions list are cached and reused elsewhere in your app. I mean, what there, I don't never think we'll have 10 to 20. I think I want to limit the topics to maybe 5. Creo que quiero limitar los tópicos a tal vez 5. Because let's look at the picture here. Vamos a ir a ver la foto de las preguntas y los tópicos. So we look at the FAQs, especially if it's tabbed, I think we should limit it to 5. You see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pienso que nada más debe tener 5 tópicos. a la vez. You should only have 5 topics at a time. Why? Because you can always add multiple of these across different parts of the page. So for instance, this is technically just one topic in questions, one topic in questions, one topic in questions. And you can just create them duplicates, right? You can add more than one and still be okay. So I definitely think that that's never going to happen. Well, you'll have 10 to 20 topics. At the tops, you're only going to have 5. First, check if there's an existing pattern in your code base for bulk fetching. And I guess check. First, check if there's an existing pattern. And see, because I don't think I think I do have bulk fetching for the topics and the questions. Because if you look at the APIs, we're fetching the questions and the topics. No data expand usage or API usage. Yeah, they're individual lists. Yeah, go ahead and start the implementation. So what this is going to do is going to create the hook that I was mentioning that's going to return the FAQ topic with questions, which is this type. I'm just being lazy. I'm just going to have it do it for me. And because I have lady here with me that was misbehaving. Maybe she'll take a nap. Okay, so here's my hook. Let's go through it so we can understand it and make sure that AI doesn't mess it up. So I don't know why it's using use effect. First of all, that's the first problem I see. And then use memo I can understand, and use state I don't understand why it's using use state. It looks like it removed a lot of this stuff. Let's go see what it did. Let's wait for it to finish, because it looks like it's catching its own errors. Okay, it looks like it's finishing with the... Okay, so use SWR FAQ items. Okay, perfect. So good, it didn't do the initial nonsense that it was doing. Now, lo bueno es que vio sus errores y los arregló. So it gets the FAQ topic IDs, and then it gets the hook FAQ topic by IDs. Esto va a traer todos los tópicos con los identificados. This is going to get all the topics with the IDs. Create a unique key for SWR based on the topic IDs. What? Why would you do that? No. Oh, this is annoying. Right? That is so... But I don't like that when it does this. It's because you don't need a unique key. Well, I see what it did there. I see what okay, maybe you do need it. Now, when I said I think about it, and I really put my mind to what's going on, I understand why it did that. Ya entiendo por qué hizo eso. Hizo eso porque si agregas un nuevo tópico, vas a querer que el sistema haga otra vez un fetch de las preguntas. You're going to want the hook to fetch the data again if if there's a change to one of the topics. Let me go put her in her bed, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We'll see how long my battery lasts me because um ok, ahora sí. No sé cuánto tiempo me va a durar mi batería en la cámara. So, just keep going as long as we can. Vamos a continuar por el tiempo que podamos. Okay, so this is gonna create a unique key, then fetch all the questions. And this is saying if there are no IDs, then gonna return nothing. Pick your topics by IDs, questions, promises. No, 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 no. Why are you doing that? This is what I don't like. We already have this. Did it change the API too? FAQ. We already had this. Get FAQ items by ID. I thought it was here. Delete attachment by FAQ item ID. Get all attachments. Delete FAQ item. Get FAQ item by parent ID. Oh, you know what? I never did create a function to do that in the FAQ API. But this is so messy. This is not a good thing. This is not a way to do things, guys. Esta no es la manera de escribir código. This is not a good way to do this. You always want to separate. Siempre quieres separar las cosas. No es. Vamos a escribir. Vamos a cambiar esto. Let's change that. No me gusta cómo hizo inteligencia artificial esta llamada. I don't like the way that artificial intelligence did this. So we have fetch all FAQ items. Get FAQ item by parent ID. Export fonts. Get FAQ. Get FAQ items by parent IDs, URL, and then the list name, and then the IDs is going to change. Let's just say IDs. We don't need to do this. We just need to do the same thing that it did here. So we're gonna try this. Actually, let's do this. Vamos a borrar esto también. And let's close our function. And here, error. And then here, we're gonna do questions promises. We're gonna do IDs, which is what's being passed. Let's minimize this. So this is gonna look like this. Comes questions, it goes await. Get FAQ item by ID. No. I thought I had one for parent ID. Oh, that's why it's giving me that error. Let's move this. Vamos a mover esto para acá para abajo. Get FAQ item by parent ID. Aquí. This is why it's giving me an error. Because it needs to be here. Oh, no. We can't do it. No podemos hacerlo de esta manera. We can't do it this way. Now I see why I did it that way. Ahora sí puedo ver por qué lo hizo de esta manera. I see why I did it this way. I'm not, I guess, I mean, I'll admit when I'm wrong. Puedo admitir cuando estoy incorrecto. But I think this is going to be the way to do it. The reason we can't do it in the API, toda la razón por qué no lo podemos hacer en el API es porque estamos... Wait, we technically can. We can because the questions have a parent ID. Las preguntas tienen un identificador de padre. So we could actually do it this way. Y le podemos hacer la manera que estaba tratando de hacerlo. Right here. Return. the ID. Questions. Oh, there's a fly in here. I hate flies. Return questions. What is this going to return? I think this is going to return. We don't want to return it like this. We just want to return questions. Vamos a borrar esto. A ver cómo funciona esto. Why is it saying that it's returning an array? Let's do this. All questions, which is going to be let all questions, which is going to be FAQ item array, going to be an empty array. And we're going to take add to all questions. Is that the way to do that? I thought it was push. All questions dot, isn't it push? I thought it was push. Let's try concat, see what happens there. Vamos a ver qué funciona, qué hace así. And then results is going to be, we're going to return all questions. Return maybe like this instead. So it's gonna, because FAQ item, you remember it has a parent ID. So now I'm not liking that it did that either. Man, oh man. Okay, so let's change this. Fetch all questions and topics in parallel. I thought we already had that. Didn't we have that already? I guess we didn't. FAQ items. Let's create a new file. Use FAQ item by parent IDs. And on this one, what we're going to use is, instead of this, let's copy it. And what it's going to return is an FAQ item array. And parent IDs, which is going to be a number array. Vamos a retroceder, a traer todas las preguntas. Let's get all the questions. Okay, and then this is going to use parent IDs. Okay. And we're going to use this URL. Get FAQ. Get FAQ items. Get FAQ items by parent IDs. And let's change this as well to URL. Okay. URL. Parent IDs. Here's going to be the URL. And we're going to use parent IDs. That. Okay. So this is going to return all the questions, and we might as well return a map. We can save this. We might as well do what it's trying to do here. Where was the one that it just changed? It was this one, right? Yep. So what it's trying to do is we need to return a map. Necesitamos retornar un mapa de la pregunta y respuesta, como lo estaba tratando de hacer en el otro hook que estaba modificando este mero. Right here. So let's go to app. Vamos a agregarlo a props. Y vamos a agregar aquí otro tipo. FAQ topic with no topic question map. What this is going to say is going to be the topic and then the question itself. Topic ID and then the question itself. So in this one, en este, aquí vamos a agregar otro FAQ topics. FAQ topics. ¿Es este el que estamos haciendo? No, this is not it. Este no es. Borrar esto. Borrar esto. Es este mero. Vamos a regresar a borrar es FAQ items by parent ID map. And no, this is not going to be like that. It's going to be the FAQ questions map. Este mero. Pero lo cometí un error. It needs to be lowercase p. There. Y ahora este lowercase p. Okay. And now, ahora, vamos agregando el map. And in the return, I'm going to return the map. So with Copilot, basically I just let Copilot do it. But basically what it does is it creates a map where if there is FAQ, if there is FAQ items, then it takes the parent ID of each and it turns it into a map where it sets the parent ID and then the question. Básicamente lo que hizo esta función es poner la pregunta, un mapa de pregunta a tópico, a map of topic to questions. Now that we have that, ahora que tenemos esto, we can use it here. Lo podemos utilizar aquí. we can get rid of this hook. This one can use const all questions. This question's loading and question error, and it's gonna use FAQ item by parent IDs. Use FAQ items by parent IDs. It's this one right here. That's gonna be using here. And we're gonna get rid of this hook. Vamos a borrar este hook. Esta cosa hizo. No necesitamos nada de esto. No necesitamos eso tampoco. IDs es esto. Podemos poner esto aquí. What is the problem? All questions. Vamos a cambiar esto. I'm gonna have to step away for a moment because my dog is barking, so I might need to go outside. I'll be right back. You have to potty? Okay, I'm back. Ahora sí, ya estoy de regreso. Bueno, vamos a continuar lo que estamos haciendo. Anywhere we see all, donde veamos all questions, va a ser esto. Y el error vamos a ver, espérame. Loading es este. Mi error es este. Y aquí FAQ items. How was it set up before? Oh. We don't need this. No necesitamos esto. Lo que necesitamos era. We need this. Eso es lo que necesitamos. Y este. Así, perfecto. Perfect. We can get rid of this. Get rid of this. And we can get rid of this. Perfecto. Eso es lo que quería ver. Ahora que tenemos esto, podemos utilizar el nuevo Use FAQ Topics with Questions by IDs. Aquí. Y esto nos regresa las preguntas. Now, perfecto. Oh man, I love it when things work. Me gusta mucho cuando las cosas funcionan bien. Muy bien. All right, perfect. Oops. Go to terminal. Vamos a tratar de construir el proyecto. Let's try to build the project. Two errors. Oh, man, no, more errors. No nada más dos errores. Tenemos varios errores. Ok, aquí tenemos questions array is configuration object. Y set toggle selected question. Ah, ok, esto es lo que tenemos que hacer. And selected question. ¿Qué era que cambié? Selected questions array. Vamos a ver la tienda. ¿Qué vamos a utilizar? Let's see. It's gonna have to be configured, but tiene que ser configuración object. Selected questions array. The configuration object punto topics y el tópico va a ser question.parent ID dot questions. Perfect. Lo que hicimos, what we did was, si recuerdas el objeto de configuración, estamos diciendo que tomamos el objeto de configuración, estamos viendo los tópicos, pero estamos viendo nada más el tópico que está en el, que tiene el identificador igual que la pregunta el padre, el tópico que es padre, like the same topic parent, and then we're getting the questions from it. But that's not gonna work. That is not going to work. We're basically saying we're getting the topics at the index of the topic ID, which is not accurate. We need to first find the index of the topic where the question is by finding it by parent ID. No, gosh, what? No. This is not right. No está correcto. Esto es lo que dice. This is not right. We first need to identify the index of the topic we're on. But how do we know what topic we're on in this scenario? We need to get the topic. We need to get the index. So the question selector is going to be in the question answer. Question answer. And so we need to get the topic index. We have that. Lo tenemos en uno de estos lugares. This is the question selector. And the question selector is where? Inside the content bar? Yeah, it has to be in the content bar. Yep, it is in the content bar. So in the question answer, the content bar needs to have the topic index, which is going to be a number. And right here, topic index. Y aquí en el question answer, vamos a ponerle index. And right here, the index. And then in the content bar, we need it in the question selector on topic index. No, it's not optional, no va a ser opcional. And here, right here is going to be topic index. So then we can use this topics, topic index, questions. Perfect. Es que tenemos que tener el índice de donde estamos en los tópicos para saber qué preguntas estamos utilizando. So, what are we missing here? Oh, right here. Topic index, and here. What happens if I get rid of this? This is where it needs to change. Aquí tiene que cambiar. Porque esto estamos agregando la pregunta y quitando la pregunta. Y eso existe en la tienda. Tenemos un add question, quitar la pregunta. So add question to topic. Esto va aquí. If it's not in the array, Ok, dice. Add question to topic. Aquí lo vamos a agregar. Add question to topic. Question. Oh, I guess we got the topic ID. Okay. That's a good question. Oh, no problem. Configuration object dot topics topic index dot ID question. Perfect. Ya tenemos la pregunta agregada. Ahora, quitar la pregunta. Remove question from topic. Y eso lo vamos a poner aquí. Remove question from topic. Perfecto. And then move up. Reorder questions in topic. Vamos a borrar esto. Vamos a poner esto aquí a un ladito. And put it next to it so we can get a little more real estate. So configuration, topic index, questions. And este aquí. Lo mismo aquí. Wait, no. Selected questions array. Okay. Donde tenemos esto ya no existe. Y aquí, handle move up. New array. Este es el nuevo array. And here, handle move up. Go to the Webpart store. Reorder questions in topic. Reorder questions in topic. Perfect. I wonder, did we do the same thing for the topic? For the topic selector? We did. Yeah, we did. Good. And then move down. It's going to be the same thing right here. All right. And now, select the question array. Este va a ser esto. Preguntas. Preguntas. Let's find there's a question. Estamos pequeñitos. No necesitamos esto. Any other questions? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Table. Ahora vamos a construir la aplicación otra vez para ver los errores. Si tenemos algún error. No more errors, no más errores. Vamos a ver cómo funciona. Eso se va a tardar un ratito. Hopefully not too long. Esperemos que no mucho tiempo. Pero I think if this works, this is gonna be my stopping point for today. Aquí vamos a parar el día de hoy. Because we've made a lot of progress. Hemos hecho mucho progreso. Y vamos a poder continuar mañana. Mañana creo que empieza más o menos a la misma hora. Creo que una hora más tarde, si no me equivoco. Sí, mañana vamos a empezar. ¿A qué horas? Let's see, what time am I? I'm listening to myself somewhere. Oh, close this. How do I find out? Oh. Oh, I guess I have to update this too. Necesito actualizar esto también. Yeah, I have to update it. No lo tengo. Oh, let's see if this already started. It already started. Good. All right, vamos a ver. Let's go see our Webpart. See if it works now. Después de todos estos cambios, a ver si funciona. Ooh, we got an error. Reading map. Let's see what the error is from. Vamos a ver dónde viene el error. Topic IDs. Oh, because it doesn't have any. No tiene. This is on FEG Webpart TS. FAQ Webpart TS6 está dándonos un problema porque topics may not have anything. So this should fix it, I think. Esto debe de resolver el problema. Yes, that's what it was. Una cosita chiquita y todo se quiebra. One little thing and everything breaks. All right, let's go to topics. Yay, our topics are back. They're working. Ahora las preguntas, ahora the questions. And then on the other one. Awesome. This is so cool. Now we just gotta fix this part. Ahora tenemos que arreglar esta parte. That is awesome. Let's see. If I take off some of the questions that are selected questions debajo de general, nada más puse dos, pero en la preview está enseñando todas. Yeah, so we need to fix this part. But we take one victory at a time. Tomamos una victoria a la vez. Mañana, tomorrow, I'm gonna be streaming. Let me look at my calendar. If all goes well, tomorrow I'll be streaming. Starting at 11 or 10 o'clock. No, 10:30. Maybe not. I may not be here tomorrow because I have a lighting at my daughter's school. Mañana es posible que no voy a estar, que voy a ir a una donde prenden las luces de Navidad. Like they turn on the Christmas lights at my daughter's school, so I may be going to that. I probably won't stream tomorrow, but man, this is awesome. I am loving this development so far. It's been a lot of fun. I know it's crazy to think that writing code could be this much fun, but I promise you, if once you start learning it, this is one of the most fun things ever, in my opinion. I know there might not be a lot of people that agree with me on that. Yo sé que hay mucha gente que tal vez no esté de acuerdo conmigo, pero esto es muy, muy divertido ya cuando lo entiendes. Pero de todas maneras, anyway, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. If I do stream, if not Monday, for sure. El lunes definitivamente voy a estar nuevamente en línea y vamos a continuar haciendo desarrollo de esta página. All right. Thanks for joining me. Gracias por estar conmigo. Adiós. Peace.